If you have a pen, do what I'm about to do. If not, open your phone, it's okay. Use a note tab and draw what I'm about to draw on the paper. Let's start with a square, plus sign. All right, plus sign. Next, type 4 letters, R, B, Y, G. 4 letters, R, B, Y, G. Next, at the top, type or write tasks. All right, tasks at the top. And at the bottom, write people. Yes. All right, people. Tasks and people. All right, last step. On the right, write direct. Okay, direct. And on the left, write indirect. Okay? Just to make sure, if you did this, please raise your hand. You're down the paper? All right, perfect. What if I tell you that using this paper, you'll be able to identify your communication style and the communication style of any person you meet? How does it sound? Good?
Great.
Great? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum rahman, good evening. What I'm about to share is derived from a very common personality theory known as the DISC personality profile. DISC, personality profile. Among the audience, who knows this theory or have heard about it? All right, 20%, I think, or less. Okay. Basically, this profile reflects that every person may relate to one or more pattern. Red, blue, yellow, green. Every pattern has a set of traits. You may be part of one of these patterns, or to all 4 patterns, or to some of them. The next step is, I would ask a question to someone random from the audience to identify their communication style. A first-time guest we have, first-time guest. All right, if I ask you, let's say your friend called at night. He said, Haytham, let's meet up. Let's meet on some dinner. And you are working on some paper or some work. What would you say? Would you accept his invitation or her invitation if she's your wife or mother or sister? Or would you say, no, I'm working, I cannot? Or you will not even open the phone? What would you do?
He sent it as a text or he told?
He called you.
He told me.
We have, let's have some dinner. Let's enjoy our time.
I'll tell him that's what I'm basically because that.
Perfect. He said, I'm busy doing something else. He goes to the tasks part directly. But he also said, we can do it some other time. So he goes to the middle circle in between. He is tasks focused and somehow people focused, but more to the task side. Now we know that guest Haytham is one of 2 patterns most likely, either R or B. All right? Next question, guest Haytham. If let's take another guest actually. Let's take another guest, another first-time guest, or a Toastmaster Athir. Let's say you want your friend who never visited Toastmasters to join Toastmasters. Will you be direct and tell her, come with me to Toastmasters? Or you say, I think there's a good place you need to visit? You will be indirect somehow. So somehow I can say indirect. All right. So you go to the left side here. Try answering these 2 questions on your own personal self. All right. Once you are able to determine one of these 4, this is your communication style, your main communication style. Now, what do these stand out for? Red is the practical style. This person is direct, objective. Time, he does not like to waste it, or she does not like to waste it at all. When expressing opinions, and that's the communication style, he or she looks directly to your eyes, etc. B is the analytical, goes into details, criticizes mistakes, goes into accuracy. And if you are working with him or her, most likely you'll find a hard time because they want the best quality output. Y is the expressive, the yellow, social person, open, likes to be a public speaker or some public figure, etc. G is the amiable, the green personality. He is totally people-focused. His number one priority is people over tasks. He would even lend money just to give someone else. Now, if we go in deep into these four styles, everyone has a certain communication pattern. The red, direct, as we said. The B, analytical, indirect. When they express their opinions, as Toastmaster Athir said, she will try to explain some examples rather than going directly to the topic. What about the Y and G? The Y, if he or she is on a call, he will tell you more than 10 topics, and then he'll go to the point. He will say, let's meet. The G will leave the paper and go meet with you directly. So once you are able to know and answer these two questions, you'll be able to know which part you are. Personally, as my project objective says, my communication style, I can say it's a mixed communication style. In Toastmasters, I meet you, I must be professional, I go to the R and B, the task focused. But outside, you find me telling jokes more times than I ever saw you here in Toastmasters. So I go to the people side, Y and G. To reflect on that, if there is one takeaway from this speech, is that your communication style depends on the situation you are in. If you are in a professional setting, or if you are a head of employees, you must try to be R and B to maintain quality tasks focus. But outside, if you're with your son, children, etc., what will happen? It's better to be people focused, or else people will be away from you. That's the summary of the DISC profile. A short workshop. You can refer to the drawing you did.